Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
And welcome to Portugal. Yes, here we are hiding away from the rest of the world in the northern parts of isolated Portugal.
We left northern Spain. It's a bit weird for two and a half days in no man's land up there. Like you could literally see no more than 10 meters away from you, so it's a bit weird.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
then
time
as we crossed the border and drove through northern Portugal, it was equally as misty and eerie. And then we got to the border and we had a little bit of an issue, didn't we?
Yeah, I had a few issues at the border. They were a bit aggressive, to be honest, and they actually chased us down the street.
Yeah, all jokes aside, guys, we made it into Portugal okay, and now we're just kind of slowly making our way south, very, very slowly. So we're in the northeast kind of corner of the country, and it's been a lovely little drive to get down to where we are. Like, we're taking our time, we're in no rush at the moment. We're just kind of seeing how things go, as in lockdowns and restrictions here and in Spain, and just kind of staying away from towns and big cities and stuff, and just getting on with it.
Yeah, we just took a leisurely drive, just charging all our batteries up, and it was a lovely drive with all the autumn colours. You know, this time of year, it's beautiful when you're driving
really
through.
Good. And the best part about it was,
we've just pulled off the side of the road because we've noticed so many sweet chestnut trees all alongside this windy road. And there's loads, the best foraging ever.
this is like literally after about 5 minutes. Look, we don't even have to, oh, that's a bit of a manky one. You put that one in, did you?
No.
Did you put that one in? But yeah, you don't even have to go through the spiky shells, the spiky, what do you call them, husks, to get them out. Look! They roast so good in the Ridge Monkey. We might even try in the Omni to get more in.
This drive has been so nice with all the autumn colours. Once we came out the mist and you can see across the hillsides and you just got all the reds, oranges and yellows on lush vegetation. It's beautiful, and then nature's little treasures here for us to pick up and cook up. Everywhere, everywhere.
They've got so many good little, what do you call it?
Traits.
Good little things for your body, put it that way. And we love foraging. There's some mushrooms over there, but don't trust their old mushroom picking. I'm not looking at the ground.
So addictive when you can just see them glistening everywhere. You're like, we're going back to the van, we're going back to the van, we will go back to the van.
Oh my God, we could have filled up sacks and sacks, and they were just so easy to get, as we mentioned. It was just crazy, wasn't it?
In fact, there were people filling up sacks and sacks.
Yeah, we did see a couple of people, didn't we? Literally. I mean, just brilliant. And we've got so many left, and I need to come up with some recipe ideas because we're kind of getting sick of just roasted chestnuts, even though they're yummy.
Oh, I don't think I'm getting sick of them.
We just have a big bowl of roasted chestnuts the whole time. You just like dip in.
But we figured out the secret, because Sarah's only had them like once before when we were back in Slovenia like a couple of years ago, I think.
Yeah.
It's only the second time we've picked loads, and we've figured out you give them a proper score, like you proper cut into them, and then they really open up and just like almost fall out the shell.
Yeah, because I boiled them before putting them in the Ridge Monkey, and I actually prefer them just done in the Ridge Monkey with a big thing, and it works out perfectly. So, I mean, it's just great to have endless chestnuts, isn't it?
Well, Sarah's actually made a cake. I talked her into making a cake, as I always do. But yeah, a carrot and sweet chestnut
Cake. So just basically, I do like a carrot cake. I've done carrot cake loads of times. It was just throwing the chestnuts in as well, and it worked out really well, didn't it? In the Ridge Monkey. Brilliant. So anyways, where are we right now, love?
We've travelled to the far east of Portugal. we found ourselves a lovely little spot on our own, little car park, little sort of mini forest behind us with picnic benches, little water source over there. It's actually a viewpoint
overlooking the Douro River. Now obviously we're in Portugal here, and over the other side of the river is Spain, and this river kind of divides the two countries where we are now. And there's a lovely little walk you can do. It's very overgrown, but it kind of zigzags down to the river at this point.
And it's very, very windy at the moment. We'd have loved to have got the drone up, but unfortunately I don't think that's going to be possible. Yeah. But it's a beautiful viewpoint from here. There's loads of like viewpoints and boardways walking out to look down this narrow kind of gorge. But unfortunately a lot of those are on the Spanish side.
Yeah.
So we won't be visiting those. But yeah, the Douro River is incredible. It begins its journey just north of Madrid, travels all the way across central Spain to here, and then divides the two countries, and then it comes out in the sea just by Porto.
Yeah. So it's quite big, isn't it? It's pretty cool. Yeah, so when I say overgrown, I mean ridiculously overgrown. In fact, you would probably need a, what's one of those things called?
Machete.
We've got one. We've got one. That's what you would need to get down to the river, I think. Look at that. Probably,
that's actually a path,
yeah, probably not used that often. This bit's all right though.
Yeah, it's a shame because a lot of the amazing viewpoints are on the Spanish side, and I think it's about nearly 100-kilometre round trip to get over there. But it's in Castilla y León, which is one of the regions that's currently in lockdown in Spain.
Well, it's all kind of a lockdown over there, and at the moment we don't want to kind of go across in case there's police stops at the border and they just say, right, go home, and then we can't go, and then we're locked down too. So we're just going to stay here.
Yeah, we're just going to go to another couple of viewpoints before continuing south to warmer climates. Wait. Go, 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 go!
So yes guys, as you can see by our attire, it's got quite cold. I think it's only about less than 10 degrees today, which is pretty cold, isn't it?
It's the coldest it's been for a while, I think, since we've been on this trip.
And we've actually been here for like two days now, 2 nights we've slept here. Yesterday, we actually spent most of the day, or pretty much all day, trying to get that diesel heater working.
Yes, the diesel heater got sooted up again and stopped working, and the way we can tell, I mean, we've done quite well because last time Sarah cleaned it and fixed it was in the Arctic Circle, so it was over a year ago.
Yeah.
And it was working perfectly fine, and then it doesn't reach full capacity, so there's like 6 bars that take it to full heat, and it was 1 bar short, and then it was 2 bars short and not blowing out heat, didn't it?
Yeah, and you get a lot of white smoke from the exhaust, so basically it's not lighting, it's not igniting, and that's why it's not sort of heating up. So we took it all apart, we dismantled it and cleared all the soot out, and it's actually quite easy when you do it the second time, and they're quite simple things really, but the amount of soot in it, oh my gosh,
ridiculous.
It was really clogged up. All of the exhaust pipes and everything, wasn't it?
Just so much more than the last time it happened. It was just like proper clogged up inside the main chamber.
Yeah.
And everywhere really, wasn't it?
It really was. So anyway, we've de-sooted it, declogged it, and now it's running really sweet and so efficient, and we're all happy and toasty again.
I also cut out a bigger hole because where we've got it there, it's the hole where it sucks air from, because we haven't got that much room in the van, was a little bit small, so increase the size of that hole to give it more air intake, so hopefully that's gonna...
So hopefully it won't clog up so much now, because we're running it really hard, like really hot a lot. So yeah, but I mean, we've had it on this morning, it's running perfectly, we had it on last night. It's just brilliant to have that heat back in the van.
Well, it's an essential, it is an essential this time of year. It's starting to get colder, still in northern Portugal, and it's coming up to winter, and it's getting a bit chilly.
We are really bad wimps. Anything less than 20 degrees and we're moaning that it's cold, so it's great to have the heater back. So guys, although we didn't make it back to the UK, we may as well be there, because it's actually really cold, windy and raining. That's 3 elements.
3 elements!
So we're with you guys in the UK, feeling the cold, but now we really must move on because it gets dark really early, and we're going to head to another lookout, another mirador.
Just about to head off to one of the only other viewpoints we can see in Portugal fairly easily of this beautiful national park and river, but it started raining.
Really heavy. We were just spitting before, now it's really heavy. So I think we're going to change plans.
Yeah. I think we're just going to stay put because...
This is a lovely spot, isn't it? So we may as well just stay here. I mean, we've only got like an hour left of daylight or something anyway, haven't we?
Yeah, but we just checked the weather and it looks like it's forecast rain for 7 days. I mean, they get it wrong, but it's not looking that good.
But it's probably a good thing that the weather is bad here, guys, because that's going to give us a chance to show you some of the amazing sights from northern Spain that we haven't actually fitted into a vlog yet.
Yes, we wanted to bring you up to real time, so we had to skip like a week to 10 days of us exploring Asturias. But before we went there, and when we checked into the apartment to do the Itiuve, we stayed not far from the beautiful Cathedral Beach.
So we'll take you back there now. So this is the famous Cathedral Beach, like one of the best beaches, or maybe the best beach in Spain, because of these incredible rock formations. You can see why it's called Cathedral, and it's just absolutely amazing. You have to come down here on the lowest of low tides. It's low tide now, but it's quite a big tide, isn't it?
Yeah, it can go as low as 10 centimetres. We're like 120 now.
Yeah, so it's quite a big one. And you've got to kind of wade through to get to this part in the ocean, but it's pretty spectacular. It's not too busy today, is it? Not too many people down here, but
it's pretty cool. And when you get here, you look down from the cliffs, and it doesn't look like that much, but you have to get up close and personal.
Yeah.
With all the rocks, and you can go through these little caves. And
only on low tide. It's about probably 600 or 700 meters from the steps where you come down the beach. About 500 or 600 meters, probably, isn't it? To walk to get to this part and then see all the caves and the incredible formations and why it's so famous. The dogs are loving it, of course. And yeah, absolutely incredible place. The water's coming in quick. It's a really high tide today. You've got to be careful you don't get completely cut off. Well, not completely cut off, but you don't want to walk back with the water up to there. The dogs definitely don't. Come on, quick.
Go, Charlie, go, go, go.
This way, dude, this way. This way, look. Come on, babies.
Go, Diz, go on. Come on, Charlie, go, go, go.
Woo. Oh, it's more fun for the dogs, I think, than us. Of the water again is so incredible here. It's crystal clear and it makes a perfect place in the summer for like families, wouldn't it? You know, like the kids in the pools and stuff, or little dogs in the pools. But it's a bit cold this time of year. Liz?
Dogs are a bit unsure because when you're walking around the edge of the cliffs, one moment it's like a couple of inches deep, and then all of a sudden all the little sort of islands of sand which you're walking on are submerged and you're just in the sea basically.
Yeah, it's good fun though, isn't it?
Really cool.
Come on, Charlie, get him, get him, get him. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Go, 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 go.
So yeah, Cathedral Beach, amazing. I can see why it's supposed to be one of the best beaches in Europe, because it's beautiful. Incredible rock formations and all these little caves and corridors and little narrow alleyways.
You can see why it's
to
called
another
Cathedral,
beach. Yeah.
because like how it's structured, is that the right word?
Yeah, how it's
really.
formed, how the rocks are formed.
But it is very, very busy, and everyone kind of goes down there for low tide, so you've got to get it early. But this time of year, it's actually all right if you can
Wasn't too bad.
pick a nice day.
And it's kind of big enough, but you have got to watch out for the tides, yeah, because at high tide, you can't actually go onto the beach, like the waves are hitting the rocks. So that's why it gets so busy at low tide. But you've got to watch the tides because it comes in really quickly.
Yeah.
And we got a little bit caught, and the dogs.
It was good fun with the doggies. They weren't too happy because we were making them swim across the little pools and things. So we had a good time, didn't we? So anyway, guys, I think we are going to stay put for today because it's raining and there's no point in us going off searching for somewhere else to stay. So we're going to go in the back. We're going to put the kettle on. We're going to have a nice hot cup of tea.
Ooh, and a lovely bit of that cake, I think.
Good morning, guys. Or yes, still morning, just about. And we left our little stop there after we finished all the cake and run out of diesel for the heat.
We didn't finish all the cake.
We did, but we have run out of diesel for the heater. So, and it is still really cold, as you can probably tell. But anyways, we are heading to another little viewpoint in the national park, kind of continuing south along the Duro River, and we're going to have a quick stop over here before we continue further south.
Yeah, the weather's not looking good. It's quite grey. It's been off and on raining all day.
Yeah.
The wind has been crazy. Sleeping last night again, the van was just shaking.
Very shaky. And we kind of Googled the weather for like the whole of Portugal, actually. We thought, well, we'll have a look what it's like down south. But it's kind of like this for the next sort of five or 6 days. So we're going to sort of hunker down and just slowly go down and get some work done and get some other bits and bobs done and just enjoy the van. The view is absolutely stunning.
Wild.
Not many people here. There's a small villages that we're passing by, but there's not actually much going on in this part of Portugal at all, which is probably a good place to be right now, where a lot of the country is in lockdown situations in certain towns and things. But yes, we're just hiding away in the countryside.
It does make travel a little bit tricky though, because when you're researching where to go as we head south, we can go to villages, but a lot of towns are locked down. There's like 121 over the whole country, which adds up to quite a lot in Portugal. So it does make it a little bit tricky planning where to go.
The really wild, lovely scenery, and a little bit of a bumpy track down here, but we've only got, well, there's only a few hundred meters to go until hopefully the view. Oh, we look like we've got a bit of we could park up here, I think, and have a look. Sometimes it's not worth it, is it? We're not planning on staying here for too long. And that looks a bit,
Sorted. Look at the sweet little doggies though.
Oh, babies! Where are we?
Where are we going now, eh? What's out there, Charlie? Come on. Yeah!
Right.
Little mountain dog's ready for adventure again.
Let's do the 250 metre walk up the top and have a look at the view.
What an incredible little national park. Again, it doesn't look like much when you drive up to it, but then, I mean, look at it. It's totally wild, all these lovely boulders. And then a crazy gorge about 200 metres that way. Dizzy barking at, darling.
Dizzy's found himself a little sign to bark at.
Oh,
What is it,
nasty
Diz?
sign. Get it, Diz. Get it. Ah.
What's going to be at the end of the little path?
I was waiting for you to trip over there.
I was waiting for me to trip over. So not a bad view, and I've just had to grab this little sausage real quick because we've just left the van and we didn't put their leads on. We thought we'd just let them be free, and then we suddenly realised there's a drop, and yes, so Dizzee has to be a bit careful. He's a bit of a crazy one, but look at that.
incredible view, and as I said before, it's kind of hidden. You don't realise what's, you know, literally a couple of 100 metres over the next peak. So yeah, it's well worth coming down to it. It's a shame we can't go to some of the viewpoints on the Spanish side, but I think we'll be back here for sure. The scenery is incredible.
It's a really big national park, like it's quite long, isn't it? It kind of stretches right down the northern east corner, if you like, of Portugal. So it's quite a lot to explore, and just from these two viewpoints, which are not even like the most popular ones at all, they're not really the heard of the ones, are they? And we're quite impressed, aren't we? But it is very cold.
Very cold. It's funny though, because you can't go to that many, because it's a bit of a drive round. It's not like you can just pop across between Portugal and Spain, because it's a bit of a steep drive down and then back up.
Very steep drive down, isn't it? Look at that, wow.
But wow, check out that little stone house behind us. What a view from there. Anyway, let's get back in the van because it's a bit fresh.
So Nicholas and I have just been playing noughts and crosses, and as you can see from the board, I was crosses, so I won.
Now choose whether to believe that if you want. What a stupid game noughts and crosses is, though.
But anyway, he's not very happy, are you, my love?
No, because the weather. No, I'm not one to moan about the weather, but just about to take the drone up again. At the last viewpoint, wanted to get it up so many times on this trip.
Like, the little phone is already in the remote. The drone is now just sat up there because it started to rain immediately. I mean, it's a bit windy, so it's probably a bit iffy anyways, but yeah, you can't really take it up when it's raining, can you?
I get FOMO, you know, when you go to an amazing location, you want to get the drone up. It's hard enough deciding which photographs to take when everything looks really cool. But when you get the drone, it just adds a whole nother
because there's
element.
so many like sort of rocky outcrops and
layers of like the valley
and the drone would look so cool, just kind of flying over and then sort of, you know, showing a bit more.
And it's
of
good
that
having a drone,
river.
even if we didn't have a channel. Quite often, it's nice to just get that other aspect of what rock you're standing on when you're on like the edge of a cliff. Without the drone, you just get the one viewpoint. You have another drone, even if you weren't making films, it just
it's cool.
It's like the eyes of a hawk.
Yeah. So that's a little bit disappointing. So sorry we can't kind of show you this location from air, but it's a fabulous. And what we didn't get on camera from this national park is there's loads of griffin vultures.
Yeah, griffin vultures.
Griffin vultures,
it looks
the
like
huge
falcons
ones.
or something as well.
Yeah, there's a sign down there. It says which different birds, and we've seen a couple on the way back, but we were carrying the dogs and stuff because of the cliffs, and we've seen quite a lot, haven't we, over the last couple of days. So we're going to move on now, but I think we'll finish the vlog up here, guys, and we'll see you all really, really soon in a couple of days, won't we, my love?
Yes, we will, and I shall be warm. Yeah, we'll see you in a few days. Take care.
Yes, and
Be
don't
safe.
forget, even if it has or does rain from now till then, we still have got some awesome sights to show you from
Next vid,
Spain.
we've got to show you Asturias. We went into Asturias for a week's trip. We were going to a national park. We did go to that national park, and we will show you that national park.
Yeah, so I
and
think
so
we'll do
much
that. I
more.
think we'll do that in the next video, actually.
It's going to be a really, really good one.
because there was some really cool views and cool places. But anyway, we'll end this now. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope everyone is keeping themselves safe and entertained during these crazy times, and a lot of you probably in lockdown and other restrictions going on everywhere, isn't it? So please stay safe, and we'll see you all really, really soon. We'll try and put out as many videos as we can over the next, you know, coming weeks, to try and, you know, because
Stop
people are
making
in
it awkward.
lockdown.
These
They're in
long
lockdown.
goodbyes. I hate long goodbyes. I'm out of here. See you soon, guys. See you in the next vid.
Bye!
Take it in turns. What are you filming me for?
Why aren't you telling everyone at home what you're laughing at?
Because Sarah and me were playing stupid little games. She started playing noughts and crosses, which I think is a rubbish game because no one really wins, even though she did win the first one. But
We've got this little chalkboard, you see, so we've been playing noughts and crosses.
and then I was playing the little dot game. So basically, you draw lots of dots, which she's just rubbed out now. Lots of dots on here, and then you take it in turns to draw. I don't know. You can see that you draw a line, then the other person's draw a line. There's lots of dots here. Another person draws a line, and then when it gets filled up, So there's 3 like that. You draw a line, and then you get your name in there. And then the idea is to get as many boxes as possible.
He didn't tell me the rules.
And so I stole her pink boxes. She was over one side of the board making little pink boxes. I was just drawing random lines like you're supposed to. And then she drew 3 lines next to each other. So I took the box and she got real upset.
Now, that's not what happened at all.